With so much great riding in this part of the country, it's easy to see why this route might not get as much attention as it deserves, but this is definitely one that you do not want to miss. I'm Justin, aka Bikingbird, one of your hosts here at MotorcycleDestinations.com, and here's why you should make Texas Ranch Road 470 your next motorcycle destination. Ranch Road 470 sits about an hour west of San Antonio, Texas, and connects the quickly growing town of Bandera to the otherwise forgotten town of Tarpley. This particular route is just under 30 miles and should only take you about 30 minutes to run it one way. If you're familiar with this area at all, you know it's famous for hosting the Twisted Sisters. Ranch Road 470 kind of parallels the 337 leg of the Twisted Sisters, but ironically enough actually emulates the 335 leg of the Twisted Sisters. A large portion of the road has some nice tight turns that really hug the terrain. On our MD difficulty scale, I would give Ranch Road 470 a 3 out of 5. This would be a great route for a novice rider or maybe even a more experienced beginner rider to kind of cut their teeth on before taking on the more difficult Twisted Sisters to the west. Speed limits are generally in the 55 to 60 mile per hour range, but some of the recommended turn speeds can get as low as 25 miles an hour. And this is definitely one of those routes you want to pay attention to those signs because the majority of this route doesn't have a shoulder and there's not much room for mistakes. Thankfully, due to its remote location, traffic is pretty much non-existent. There's a good chance you'll be able to take this entire route and count the number of vehicles you pass on one hand. But thankfully it does connect to the town of Bandera, which is going to have multiple gas stations, multiple lodging options, and plenty of restaurants to choose from. As far as what time of year you should visit, I'd highly suggest the fall or spring. Reason being is that this part of Texas gets very, very hot during the summer, and it's high enough in elevation to where it can get pretty cold and even freeze sometimes. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this area is known for having some great riding. One of my personal favorites in the area that would make a great route to tag onto the end of this one is the Highway 16 Grinder, which you can check out by clicking this video right here.